what was it like being a stripper during the pandemic? What were you stripping during the pandemic?
I'm not gonna lie. I danced a little during COVID.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. If I could go back, I would have danced the whole COVID because the strip clubs were flooded.
Really?
I don't know why they were open, but I remember one night seeing one of my girlfriends at a restaurant from dancing. She's like, "Girl, where you been at? We've been making $3,000 or $4,000 a night."
Really? Wait, why?
Like, huh?
Why is that?
Well, during the pandemic, there was a lot of unemployment, fraud, and PPP loans going out, and they were blowing it in the strip club.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. So at the strip clubs that you would dance at, even though you didn't dance there enough, you're saying you should have danced more during the pandemic because strippers were making a lot more money during the pandemic because of people blowing their PPP loans.
Yep.
At the strip club?
Yes.
Where are my taxes going? Like, I'm paying all these taxes just to feed strip clubs. I don't even mind that it's feeding the strip clubs. I just have a high concern that you're sending all these checks to like these communities to like help feed kids and keep the lights on, and it's going to the strip club. I mean, technically it's keeping your lights on, right? As a stripper.
I mean, the strippers, their kids ain't got no worries.
So you wish you would have stripped more, but like, was there ever any concern for your like health and safety while this disease was spreading?
Like the first year of COVID is what I'm referring to. Like, and like you said, as far as like with me going back and forth with being a stripper and being a Christian, like I felt like I was at a place where I was like, I'm not gonna go back to the strip club, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
But then you got unemployment money out here, you got PPP loans. Then my friends coming and telling me like, "Girl, you missing out at work. Where you been? We've been looking for you."
Really?
It's like I was having that conflict of going back and forth between like, am I really done or am I gonna do this one more time?
Really?
Yeah, and that's why I say, I mean, if I go back, I probably would just did it because I ended up going back dancing anyway. But I went back, after the. But
you chose to like not do it that often because you didn't want to be out there that much due to the pandemic. But you regret.
No, I didn't want to be out there for faith reasons.
Because of what?
Faith reasons. It wasn't the pandemic. I wasn't scared of the pandemic. Obviously, I was out when the girl told me.
Wait, you didn't want to be in the strip club during the pandemic because of your faith?
No, I'm saying I was going through that. Like you said, basically like with me going back and forth with being a stripper and my faith, there were times that I would stop dancing. And I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna do this no more. But it was almost like a addict, like how they binge and then
really?
Yeah.
So you were fighting the urge to be a stripper while holding your faith in God.
Yes.
And what was that struggle like? What did that look like?
It looked like I just want to go to work for the money, but then it was like, but God has always provided for me, so I'm gonna trust Him and wait.
So
versus the instant gratification of just going to work and having that money that I need right away.
So when you had moments where you stopped stripping, were you like struggling for money and then you quickly reverted back to stripping? Is that what happened?
No, that's when I would just do hair more.
That's when you what? Do hair more?
That's when I would just do hair more. So
you had money, but you still wanted to strip because it was addictive.
Yeah, it was fun. Like,
really?
It was fun. Like, I would enjoy myself.
Really? I mean, that's always good to know. Not that I'm congratulating you for choosing stripping when you're fighting against that in your faith, right? But like sometimes, like I had this idea. There's a stigma that like strippers are like, they stem from, I guess, abusive past that like led them to becoming a stripper, and then it's a horrible life in a way because it's not like looked upon as something that is necessarily glamorous. It's just like you're a stripper. They look down on you. But the fact that you actually enjoy yourself doing it and you find value in it for yourself, and it's hopefully it's not ruining your esteem in any way, shape, or form. At least there's that. Because there's other people who probably could be.
You have to be mentally strong. You have to be mentally strong, and my faith is what kept me strong.
Wow, your religious faith kept you strong enough to be a stripper. The phrasing is just murdering my brain right now. Okay, but I get it. I respect it. But let me ask you a question in regards to the pandemic, right? You choosing to still dance during the pandemic, not as much, but you still were dancing during the pandemic. Your friends were definitely dancing a lot, making a lot of money during the pandemic as a stripper or as strippers. But right now, are you dancing still?
No.
You're not dancing. So right now you're in the hospital.